Hello, everyone that's here. Let's see, Korg, Pada, Rome. Technically, I think Pada's on 2 at a time right now. Slug on the kick chat. Welcome, welcome. Also for Rome, real quick. All right, we're good to go. It's the good luck charm right there. But before I do that, anything? Boop. There we go. All right, you might be wondering where the hell I am. I went into the tree area. I'll explain how to get here in a little bit. But we are gonna kind of rush through the game now and hopefully finish it in a couple hours. Granted, this is optional. I should not even do it if I want to accomplish that more easily, but you know, I do me. Get this real quick. Hopefully everyone had a good Mother's Day weekend and is chilling on this Monday evening. Ah, right. Go. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh, we got lucky. Hey, Nimpo, how's it going? We're chilling. Playing the Dark Souls, you know. Hanging out. Gaming, as you would. But as you can see by my number of souls, I did some stuff off stream. Besides the obvious. I want to change my outfit. I'm gonna keep the mask, but I pretty much changed to the Lord's Blade outfit. Oh boy. Okay, now we need to go down the ladder. I'm gonna use this spell. Maybe. I might not need it. I think we're good to not use it. That's fine. I'll just keep going. But how are you doing, Nimpo? You chilling today? How was your Monday? Or how was your Monday morning? I think it's already late for you. It's already Tuesday for you, isn't it? Look, it's Mushroom Man. Or Child. Yeah, it's a lot of Flask too. But that has more to do with the fact that how getting flasks work in Dark Souls 1. Ow. They're literally just bumping into me. The main danger is the big ones. I don't really need to kill these guys. Oh, there's a third one. Ow. But see, their damage is pretty insane. What'd be a great costume? My outfit or being a mushroom person? Oh, the mushroom. Okay. Makes sense, though. Damn it. A little short. There we go. It's weird. This area is so hidden, and there's not even a boss. Well, technically there is, but not really. This be Ash Lake. And the main reason I'm here is for one thing only. We'll ignore the Hydra over there for now. But I do have to kill it if I want to actually get through here relatively easily. Let's, have great heal there. But I'm gonna kill it now. I should have probably slapped on Lightning Spear, but it's okay. Hey Hydra, fight me! Hydras are so dumb in this game. Well, it's the only game they're in of the Soul series, I think. That's one. That's two. I need to get, probably that far left one. Let's see. If I can even... Damn it. Okay, I might kill him before I even need to cut all the heads off, hopefully. Let's see, I think that far left one is gonna be the most annoying one. Yeah, I can't reach that. I need to turn him a little more. Alright, if I can cut off one more head, I'll just do enough damage to straight up kill it, so... Also, the fact that this one goes underground is not great. There we go, we killed it. Get a random, well, it's not random, we killed a Hydra, so we get a dragon scale, but that's not the reason I don't even care about the... There's a dragon scale if you go all the way over there, I think. But we want to get to that small tree trunk right there in front of me. Then we'll head to the big one way over there. But for now, we're just kind of rolling in. Just gotta take care of some clams on the way. Damn it. Ow. There we go. If I can, I'll try to ignore them, but... Oh, I'm purging stuff for free. But yeah, I'm gonna rush through the rest of the game, really. Like, there's a couple NPC quests I can do at this point, but I'm not gonna really bother. Hey, Floof, how you doing? We're just rushing through the rest of the game now. But, if you're eagled eye and have been on the previous streams, you might notice my stats are a little bit beefier, let's call it. That's because I got a lot of souls. Sí, a las 8 me dice. Okay. Well, I leveled up a lot. As you can see, our stats are pretty nice now. And I have access to a bunch of stuff that I wanted to have access to. But the main thing I wanted was this. Great Magic Barrier. So yeah, no worries. I hope you have a good rest, though. We're just gonna ignore the basilisks. Although one of them went this way, didn't it? That's kind of whatever, honestly. I can just kind of walk by it if it did. Not sure where it went. Whatever. Alright, we'll just deal with this clam. Head in there. Show something neat, I guess. Oh, free twinkling, sweet. But yeah, this area is kind of weird. You just, like, walk very far. And actually, I need to take this ring off. I don't need that anymore. But, just to explain how I even got here. This area is connected to the bottom of, Blight Town, where all the poison swamp is, basically. There's a big tree. You go inside it. You need to hit a couple, hidden walls. And you end up at the area with the bonfire I spawned at when I started the stream. So yeah, there's that. But if you just go all the way down, get across Ash Lake, and hopefully not fall into the deep water, you find this. Hello. Just a bonfire with a dragon. And if you talk to the dragon, it won't talk to you back. We can cut its tail to get something cool. He won't even care. But you can join their covenant and become dragon. Anyways, next up, we're gonna go back to Daughter of Chaos. I joined her covenant, and I got to rank 2, and I believe that's enough to do something. But first, we gotta delete the Ceaseless Discharge boss. Also, the reason I have 20 Estus in a lot of cases now, you might notice the bonfires are flaming. That's because once you get the Rite of Kindling, it lets you kindle the bonfires more. Twice more, and each time you kindle, it gives you 5 more. So normally your max is 10, but once you get that, you can actually increase it to 20, which is pretty insane, as you can see. Most people tend to forget that it's actually possible to kindle 2 extra times, not just 1 extra time. Anyways, we're gonna keep on trucking. But you might be wondering also, how the hell did I get as many souls as I did, as quickly as I did for that's the next stream? Well, there's glitches for that. That's all I'll say. If you're really interested, you'll find a YouTube video easily. Trust me, very easily. And the glitch is actually super easy to do as well in Dark Souls 1. Alright, So unfortunately, we have to go all the way to the thing where we got the 1 armor. Hopefully with my enhanced health, and hopefully by higher defenses, I'll be able to survive any attack this guy throws at me if I can't dodge it. Well, I lived it. That's all that really matters. Okay, I can't dodge it, so I would have had to tank it anyways. Alright. Alright, once you... Whoop. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna walk on by. Doing it again. Yep. Luckily, it's a fast enough attack that I don't get hit again when I get back up, so it's fine. Alright, so normally, if you manage to do what I'm doing right now on the first try, this will happen. The only reason I have to run all the way over there is so the boss doesn't just spam me to death. And you can fight this boss, but it's generally better to just do this. So if you run all the way back to the boss door, he tries to leap after you. You smack him a couple of times in the hand. You don't even need to smack him. I'm pretty sure he literally just falls on his own eventually. But then he gets tired and he's like, I'm falling. And you win. And with him dead, the lava actually goes down. Alright. Disaster. We're running the rest of the game as fast as possible right now. So we're doing a lot of it. Let me see, where's my wolf ring? So we're just rushing now. I won't do side quests from now on, though. I was planning on maybe doing some more side quests just to show him, but I'm feeling lazy. I just want to finish the game. So we're just gonna do that. I enjoy Dark Souls, but as my skill level has increased by playing too many Souls-like, the shorter these games get, the older ones, you know? But this is why, hopefully, in a couple months, I might be able to play Demon Souls blind and Bloodborne blind, but we'll see, we'll see. But hopefully it'll happen sooner rather than later. Oops, that was too far. Alright, so yeah, I can two-shot these guys. Alright, I think I should get invaded here by Kirk. Unless me being in the one Covenant prevents it, but we'll see. Also, how you doing, Disaster? Having a good Monday? Nope, there it goes. Just have to walk really far down. I thought it would happen earlier. Hey, Kirk. How you doing? Ah, I was late on that. Did I get the one shot? Sweet. And if you beat him that second time, you get the sword. I woke up. It's a good day for you when I get to wake up. I see. I'm doing alright. Damn it. I wonder if Wrath of the Gods will be strong enough. Let's find out. Ah! Not quite a one-shot, but at least it's faster than me waiting for an opening. I meant to do the heavy. There we go. Not even using my shield. Alright, we just gotta take care of this guy over here. Hey dude, how you doing? Just blocking my bonfire. There you go. Let me think. I don't think... Well, there's only one boss I would want to parry at this point. Which I got into the series from the beginning, back when Lightning Spear one-shot everything and Ninja Havels were your Boar Spear. Oh man, you would have had to like jump on this game back in the 360 days. If you wanted to live those glory days. I was there. I'll say that. Alright, let's kindle the crap out of this one. There we go. Alright, let's go for the boss. I'm not even gonna fight the Taurus demons that are around here. I'm just gonna run by all these guys. Alright. See you later, boys. Just breathe fire and leave me alone. Hey, guy. Alright, this is the true Dark Souls gameplay right here. Also, Disaster, I forgot to ask last time, but if you have Discord, if you're interested, you can join it. I can drop a link if you are interested. Up to you, though. You don't have to join. But it's easier to keep up with when I'm live if you join it, though. The crazy thing to me about spellcasting in Dark Souls 1, it doesn't use stamina. It only uses your spellcast, and obviously it has spell uses, but it doesn't use stamina. That's the crazy part. Alright, we did it. Actually, he drops a staff the first time. Well, he drops it every time, but... Yeah, that's the thing about YouTube. Alright, we're gonna kindle this one. Alright. And now I'll show this boss. This boss can be actually pretty tricky. Oops. Okay, just making sure. But I have a relatively easy way to do this boss. Also, if you talk to Solaire on Orlando, his summon sign would show up here for this boss fight, but we don't need him. You technically don't need to do this boss, but I'm showing it anyway because it's kind of like the intended path. In order to skip this boss, you would need to do what I'm gonna show after I do this boss. But the trick to this boss is you wanna go this direction. You're gonna have to cross some lava though. As you can see, it hurts a lot. Look, I have my great heal. And we just wait for him over here. This is probably the biggest area you'll get to fight him outside of lava, so you want to come this way. Unless you're a ranged build or want to fight really close to the, Ow. I thought I rolled past it, but it kind of tracked me. And the thing about this fight, you can actually cut his limbs off, which is kind of neat. Well, some of the limbs, like the big hand. I believe the tail you can also cut off. I rolled early. No, he didn't even land on me. The thing is, though, you have to kill the limb you cut off right after. We did it. But you might have seen that ring I picked up. The, where is it? There's one of 2 rings that are essential to the game if you don't do any crazy things. Well, one of them's 100% essential. This one's mostly essential. The orange charred ring lets you basically walk on lava with minimal issue. You still take damage, as you can see, but it's pretty minimal. And Solaire would show up here again. I'm gonna kindle this one, but then we're gonna go backwards a little bit here. Also, Floof, if you want an invite to my server, let me know. There we go. Oh, give me a second. Let me do the command on my, oops, that's the wrong app. There we go. The one thing you absolutely love about Dark Souls, you can get super OP and the enemies do not scale with your level, essentially. Exactly. The main thing, the only time they technically do scale is if you trigger, you're welcome, if you trigger the New Game Plus, right? But at that point, most of the game is still relatively easy. It's just the boss could potentially start giving you trouble again. Floof, I'll make sure to give you, what's it called? You know, hey, look, someone's here. I hope you're having a good time playing. But real quick, let me run over here. So, if you are a Chaos Servant +2, they call it, you can do this over here. It's a bit of a run, but it's okay. You can go down this way. And you see this weird, like, wall over here. You see these guys? They're just hanging out. They don't really attack you. They kind of just hop away from you. And I'm gonna murder them anyway. But if you're a Chaos Servant +2, you can actually touch this door. And the game does not tell you this. You can just open it. And that's only if you're a Chaos Servant. No other Covenant will give you this benefit. You get the Sunlight Maggot here. And if you do what I just did, you can basically save Solaire from impending doom. It's the only way to do it as well. Ah, damn it. Ah, whatever. I don't really care. Also, this Titanite Demon right here is the only one that respawns in the entire game. So if you're looking for Demon Titanite, this is where you get it. I'm gonna ignore him, though, because I don't care. Yeah, do your lightning. Let me... There we go. Keep an eye on him real quick. Alright, he's chilling. Also, don't go over there unless you want to trigger something. We're just gonna go straight for the boss now. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I have to actually climb this branch over here. I believe here I'm gonna get invaded, or do I need to walk? Hopefully I need to walk forward a little more. These guys are crazy. Luckily I can two-shot them, sweet. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get invaded here, so I'm gonna rush this enemy down. Get the Isolith Catalyst. Oh, there he is. Hey, Kirk. Bye, Kirk. And this is the last time you'll see of Kirk. You might notice we didn't get anything this time. Well, I'll show you what we get later. So, you might be wondering why is the orange charred ring necessary? So, let me show, maybe I can show it. Let's see. So you see that lava way over there? The Centipede boss room, approximately this direction. Basically, you have to go all the way around, crossing lava, and then you'll end up, like, around here, I think, somewhere. I can't quite remember, like, just by looking at the edges of the map. What does that say? Sorrow? But yeah. And you would need the ring to cross the lava without dying. But if you do what I did, you can basically get away with it. We'll just do this. Okay. This is probably the most hated boss in the game. Not because it's not technically hard. It's just really bad, like, design-wise. This is the bed of chaos. I wonder. I don't know if I can pull this off, but there's something I've always wondered about doing. Let me see. I think with a firebomb, maybe. So, you see those orange orbs on the sides? You need to run up to that spot and smack it, basically. And then, once you get both of them, you see that fire in the middle, you have to get right in the middle. Let me see. If I do... Did I get the binocular? I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see. So we do binoculars. So I want to throw it that way-ish. So if I look up... and then throw firebomb. I wonder if this... oh, I need to cancel the binoculars. Unlike the other games. How far down is binoculars? I should probably just equip them. Well, that's not ideal. Whatever. Let's try it. Oh yeah! Nope, not even close. Alright, no, we're not gonna try that. There is a way to like throw fire bombs from way far and just basically hit the things. You might wonder what's so hard about this, right? I'm pretty much out of range right now of this boss's attacks. Well, you'll see once I actually smack this first one. Let me recover my stamina here. There we go. So when you smack one... this happens. Big old claw flame comes out of the back, along with like a fire, like spirit basically. See, but now, after the first thing you smack, holes start appearing on the arena. And that's the hard part. This boss will easily, very easily, knock you off and into the holes if you're not careful. Okay, I got kind of lucky there. There we go, got both. And it just grows another one. But now that the fire is all up top, the fire in the middle is gone. Also, Floof, if you're still hanging around on the stream... oh boy. There is a vote going on my server. Ow. Yeah, we're burning the tree, the demon tree. Ow. Oh, cool. Thanks for voting. I'll check out the results relatively soon, actually. Alright, we're in the clear pretty much. There's only one attack that can reach me at this point. And they probably will do it. Nope, there it goes. Managed to go by it. And this is the boss. I win. Yay! First try. Not a hard boss to technically first try, but it's an annoying one to do that for. Alright. That's one boss out of 3 that I have to beat now. Alright, so now we're gonna take a trip here to Firelink Shrine, actually. I'll quickly explain one quest here. YouTube has split your frown in half? What do you mean? Also, this is not Sigmire, this is Sigli, his daughter. And she will ask, have you seen my dad? And right now, he's actually in Blighttown at the bottom. Sigmire will ask for purple moss, so he can clear the poison area. And then she'll be back here once she doesn't find him. And then that area I said to trigger something, that's where he would show up again if you gave him the moss to clear it. I think the only thing I need is Great Magic Barrier right now. I mean, here's the thing. The Penguin game might be pretty short because it only has like 9 achievements. It just depends on how hard it actually is because it could be a janky game, but you know, we'll see. But we're going for the 4 Kings now. But as I was saying though, if you go to that area I said not to go to, you'll find Sigmire there. There's gonna be like those yellow tentacle guys, and if you wake him up, he'll be like, "Oh, I'll buy you time to escape," and he just charges in. So here's where the quest kind of splits off. If he has, I think it's more than 50% of his health by the time all 4 of them are dead, or 5, he'll be like, "Oh, why did you escape?" And he's like, I'm useless. I had to be saved again." And then he's all sad and depressed. But if he has less than 50% health, he will actually just straight up die, like, after you talk to him again. Let's see, we need to use a Transient Curse real quick. And if he dies there, he'll drop a ring. It's called the Speckled Stone Ring. It basically gives you resistance to all elements, but not as strong as a individual one. So you get all defense, but less defense. But if he does survive, he'll actually show up at Ash Lake by the first bonfire I walked into in that area. And he'll be dead, slain by his own daughter. Because at that point he became hollow. Because he couldn't do anything. And he's big sad. Hello, Dark Wraith. Bye-bye, Dark Wraith. There should be another Dark Wraith. Hello? I know that's not how a scythe works, but this is how the developers made it work for now. Oh, there's another ghosty. Damn it. I always mess up rolling their attack. That's why I have this. Okay. We have one more wraith back here. Ah, too early. There we go. Over here. Yep, there it is. Witch Beatrice. You don't need to summon her for anything. But I think she always shows up, and if she doesn't show up every time, it's mainly she shows up after you summon her in the Moonlight Butterfly boss. But over here is the boss room. So, you can just drop down from any time. I'm just gonna go all the way down real quick. But you might remember it was mentioned by the guy that's wearing the same hat I am that you need to be able to cross the abyss to be able to face the Four Kings, which is the boss we're about to drop into. And if you didn't quite catch it from last stream, try Forest. Try Amazing Ring. So these actually are good messages. Because in order to even survive this boss, you need to have this ring on. The Covenant of Artorias. If you don't have that equipped, as soon as you jump down, you will just die. So this is why I said, like, one of the rings that I picked up so far is, like, essential. You cannot beat the game if you don't do this, basically. The orange chart ring is technically optional. But the Covenant of Artorias is necessary. There's no way you're gonna beat the game unless you cheat somehow, I guess. But right now, I'm kind of waiting for the buff from the Transient Curse to to run out, because I want to be able to use Great Magic Barrier. Unfortunately, in Dark Souls 1, you have to oh, there it goes. You have to make sure other buffs run out, otherwise the game just does not let you use other buffs. Because well, of the same type, I should say specifically. Anyways, now that we can actually use Great Magic Barrier, we're gonna drop down. Alright, here we go. This boss is potentially very difficult a lot of the time. Because this is a bit of a DPS race boss type. Because it says 4 kings, as you see. So, I don't remember the amount of time you have between each king to defeat them. But if you don't defeat them fast enough, another one will just straight up spawn. Like, it'll spawn while you're attacking one. Oh boy. But Great Magic Barrier really helps in general, because it reduces a lot of the damage you take if you're not point blank. These guys are really easy to deal with if you're point blank on them. Because even if you get hit, as you can see, I'm taking pretty minimal damage. Alright, we'll do this real quick while we wait for the next one to spawn. Just to top off. Oh, there it is. Because from far away, their sword actually does a lot of damage. They also have some magic spells, as you can see. But with the Great Magic Barrier, you actually can tank it really well, as you saw. Alright, unfortunately I only get 2 uses of Great Magic Barrier, but that's okay, we're almost done. The reason I spin my camera is to make sure I spot where he spawns. Usually when I play co-op on this game, I sit back to back with somebody, whoever I'm co-oping with. There we go. They didn't even need to technically kill that one. And we have done it. Also, if you beat this boss fight before actually settling down the Lord Vessel, a different snake guy will pop up here and try to convince you to set it for him. Still, it takes you to the same place, but ends up being a bit of a different thing. It also unlocks a different covenant for you to join up. Also, once you beat the 4 kings, you can go back to the guy wearing my hat and tell him, hey, they're dead. And he'll be like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for freeing me from my eternal thing, like guardian, like he's guarding the 4 kings. And he just leaves and will show up, I think it's like right here-ish. He'll be around here somewhere and just be like, yeah, I'll help you get rid of your curse and stuff. Instead of being all the way down into town, he'll be up here at Firelink, which is nice, I guess. Alright, we don't need this anymore. I'll put on the wolf ring back. But this is why making sure your build only relies on 1 ring instead of 2 is very important if you're going for you know, completion. Oh, hold on. I have a bot on my kick chat. Give me a second. No, I don't want any of your promotional stuff, Smith2905. Oh yeah, Floof, I gave you the role that I give everyone in my server. You're now part of the Raymond Guard more officially. Anyways, I'm gonna double check if I have enough Titanite chunks to upgrade my weapon. I should have just warped because I'm a moron, but I didn't want to sit through the loading screen. But next up is Nito, and that should be the last one I do for the night. Well, technically the second to last, not the last. But I will also finish up the DLC relatively quick. Yeah, can you upgrade my weapon? Oh, I'm missing one. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, we're warping. We're going to the Tomb of Giants. But I am prepared for this. So, obviously it's super dark here. There are multiple things I can do. One is the obvious one, using the Skull Lantern. But as you might have peeked here, I do have another spell, and I have 15 intelligence for this reason only. I have Cast Light. Well, 15 for the fall control, but you only need 14 for Cast Light. So I'll really... actually, I need to put stuff away so I can get to it quicker. Alright, I don't need that. I'll need that. Or that. Oh yeah, I upgraded the weapons that the one girl dropped last stream. Just to have variety if I need it. We'll keep the longbow. Is there a requirement for these? Technically, I guess, but they're both relatively low. And I don't really use my staff to attack anyways, right? Which one's the least weighty? That one, I guess, is the same. Yeah, I'll just do that. And that's that. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I'm gonna slap on a catalyst. And we're gonna cast Light. Yay. And I have 2 more uses of that. If I run out, I have the backup strat, so don't worry about that. Also, Patch is still here. He's an asshole. But that never changes, really. These guys are really annoying to fight. They're actually really powerful in general, so you have to be careful about them. I'm just gonna kind of tank through this in general, though. I believe we have a Black Knight coming up soon. There he is. Ow. Yeah, the glaive guys are a little annoying to parry, but there we go. We just try to ignore as many as these skeleton dogs, let's call them, as we can. We can't ignore all of them, though, but we can ignore a good chunk of them. Also, down this way, I think it's a ring? Not a ring, sorry, a shield. That is, it's useful, the effigy shield. Also, down there is a bonfire, but we can't just jump off the edge to get to it. We have to walk to it, unfortunately. That's okay. It's not too much longer, actually, to it. This way. We just have to deal with a big skelly, or maybe we can kind of ignore him. Okay, we can. Sweet. There's a bonfire down here. We'll kindle this one. Man, cast light actually lasts for a pretty long time for having 3 casts. There we go. I wonder, does the game let me cast it again? Or do I have to actually wait? Let's find out. See, this one, for whatever reason, we can. I guess it's technically the same spell, so maybe that's why, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we're actually fairly close to the boss. Here we just have to carefully go down this way. Trying to see if I can make that dog ignore me by just... Okay, he's ignoring me, I think. There's another one, like, around here. So I'm gonna hug the wall and hope for the best. And we just go down this way. Get this. I think there's a ladder nearby-ish. Ow. It didn't ignore me, guys. There is the ladder. I don't think he'll be able to maneuver his body around to be able to follow me. And now we're good. We don't need that spell anymore. But we get invaded here, if I remember right. By Paladin Leroy. He was our friend, now he betrays us for some reason. Ow. I have to be careful here, actually. There we go. Here we get his weapon, the Grant. A big old bonk weapon. Wow, I actually hit him. That's actually surprising. Okay, I can one-shot these guys. That's pretty nice. Because these guys can potentially become an issue if you're not careful here. In particular, that one up ahead. Gotta wait for an arrow. Damn it. You gotta watch out for Big Skelly right here. He will try to kick you, if I'm right. Yep. Luckily, I'm strong enough to just one-shot them. Now, this area, you might recognize this enemy. It's a lot of pinwheels here. And if you walk in the water, these little, like, skeletons will attack you. You have to be careful. They're actually super dangerous because they can inflict toxic on you. Actually, let me do this. Just to get rid of those. Leave me alone, dude. Get out of here. I think they eventually do stop spawning, and they, for the most part, they cannot chase you. Sometimes they can, but most of the time they won't be able to chase you up these slopes. But yeah, they're so small, they're actually fairly hard to hit a lot of the time. But as you can see, they don't really do a lot of damage. The problem is they do toxic. Luckily, I'm relatively resistant to it. Oh, hey. Well, he fell down. I won't care. But there's that. Can I grab that? Nope, it's too high up. Well, GG. For some reason, it fell there. But yeah, these guys, they can drop the other masks. For example, when I beat that boss for the first time, I got the Mask of the Mother. These guys can drop the Mask of the Father and the Mask of the Child, and they all give you different buffs. Alright, a boss time. Here's where my other spell comes into play, Fall Control. Because this boss is kind of annoying. With the fact that it makes you take a bunch of damage when you start this boss, because you have to fall pretty far down. But with Fall Control, I won't take any damage. But look who it be. It's your boy, Nito. Also, as a heads up, if you beat Nito, you won't be able to keep giving him the things for his covenant if you're in his covenant. And he has backup. He's actually one of the few bosses that has backup. And all these skeletons actually come back, just like the ones in the catacombs. But he can kill them for you, so there's that too. You do have to be careful with his sword. I believe it does toxic. And also he has this move. Oh, that's a grab. You have to be careful with that. Alright, I need to heal real quick. Ow. Wow, he's really spamming that. You have to be careful. You don't want to go too far down that way because, as you saw, maybe, there's big skellies. There we go. Why can't I pick that up? There we go. Not that I care for a scimitar, but still. Also, if you beat Leroy Jenkins, his armor will be around here somewhere. I think it's supposed to spawn here, but I haven't rested, so it doesn't count yet. Let's find out. I'll rest real quick here. Or maybe you have to warp back in. We'll see. Now let me repair. It's somewhere around this boss room. I just don't remember where exactly. I don't really care. But I'm trying to remember what else I want to show before we continue with the game, because we're technically almost to the end already. Well, I want to go to the township to continue with the DLC. There's that, but maybe I'll remember. I may or may not get invaded by a player here, but we'll see. Probably not. And then there's these guys down here. It's annoying little goobers. Okay, I can one-shot the normal ones with a Wrath of the Gods. But not one-handing my scythe. So I have to make sure I give him the smackdown. And hopefully I can find a Titanite chunk. Okay, I can one-shot the wizard kind. Whatever. I knew that guy was there, but I couldn't hit him. Right here we get invaded by, you'll see. Let me kill this guy. Marvelous Chester. He has this stupid sweep kick move. I don't even know if he has a actual weapon. Doesn't even give me a thing. Which is really strange. Anyways, with Chester gone, we can actually head down this direction. For whatever reason, he doesn't, like, count like a normal invader, which is strange. Because there's something we need for... Oops. The boss of this area. There we go. I'm trying to think. It's further ahead, I think. But we do want to drop down this way. And I think... right here. There's also that crystal lizard. I don't care. We're gonna need our skull lantern. Because... let there be light. That's the only other use of the skull lantern. In here we get the silver pendant, which is not necessary for the boss of this area, but really useful. Ow. You asshole. Ow. There we go. So these guys are guarding this spell, Dark Orb, which is pretty powerful. It's mostly, obviously, for sorcerers of an intelligence build specifically, but it does physical damage as opposed to magic, so it's their way to dealing with that. All right, we can just go now. Basically, we're now up here. Can grab this and go back where we're going for. Whoop. I get invaded, like, for reals. Whatever, we got the important thing. I'm really surprised I actually got invaded, like, by an actual player. Hopefully he's not a cheater, though. But, you know, tends to happen. He's probably somewhere up there, maybe. Oh, there he is. Hello? Russell. Nah. I wasn't sure I don't think I was in range of that, but whatever. Yeah. That's the only reason I've never enjoyed Dark Souls 1 PvP. It's not quite... Oops, I didn't rest at the other bonfire. Whatever. We'll just warp back. I should have just done my own Wrath of the Gods first. Whatever. But as you saw, though, Wrath of the Gods is extremely powerful for PvP. Like, absurdly so. Luckily, I died in a pretty easy to get to spot as long as I'm not dumb. Oh, another large Titanite. We'll still ignore the crystal lizard there, but I might as well start using this to get back in the habit of using it. Where is... There it is, silver pendant. As you saw, it says deflects the dark. I did it late. You gotta do it a little earlier, as you see, but it deflects dark spells. I don't know if it works on PvP, but it's there. Well, one of these guys gave me a humanity. I just realized that, so that's nice, I guess. Because I guess I forgot to extra kindle the next bonfire, but that the bonfire I was at, rather. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, these guys have a relatively decent chance to drop, what's it called? Large Titanite is what I wanted to say. We're gonna run this way for now. I think some of them should chase me, and if not, we're actually really lucky. Nope, there goes one. Just in case, just hang back. Go this way. I don't know why these guys just laugh maniacally a lot. Hey! That's actually kind of rare. We got their helmet. Look who it be. Yo boy. Alright, anyways, let's put up my helmet back. Also, this is a mimic. Just a heads up. The crest key is for a special door you haven't seen yet. Or I haven't shown off, rather. I think if we drop down here, we can actually go this way for an item. The Twin Humanities. Nice, nice. Granted, we're almost out of uses for humanity, no? Besides just using it to do co-op. Also, so I basically skipped the whole building of fighting all the enemies. Granted, there's an item there that you have to shoot down with a bow. And it's another one of those, like, dark spells. I forget which one specifically, though. But the main thing is we want to go in this building, take this elevator up. And we're now back here. It's a really good shortcut. Granted, it'll become relatively useless soon as long as I don't die here. That's okay. This is actually a pretty tough spot because there's two of those magician enemies here. Ow. As long as you use these pillars as cover and are able to relatively take down the melee guys quickly. Yeah, that's their most dangerous spell, the multi-hit one. They also have this poison smoke cloud. Or toxic, I think, actually. There we go. We're almost through. And there's this enemy. This enemy's really strange. Ow. Forgot about that move. Yeah, I honestly have never understood why this enemy's here. It's the only time he spawns, too. Like, well, he does respawn, I think. But it's the only spot he ever shows up in. And he drops parts of the chainmail armor, or whatever it's called. It's really strange. So if you don't want to buy it, I guess you can farm it that way. Hey, what's up? Bye. And now we're at the abyss. Oh, right. I need to unhollow myself first. I'll probably get invaded, which is not ideal, but it's fine. We really want to kindle this bonfire. And I'll actually warp back to kindle the other one before I potentially die again and lose my human status. So I'm gonna warp back to the township. This also gave me a chance to show the other thing. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I didn't rest here. I'm a moron. Whatever. There's actually a decent chance to do this real quick then. So we take these stairs over here. And now that I have the crest key, I can go over here real quick. To this side tower. With the key in tow. Boom. Hello.
A visitor, have we? Ah, must be the one who freed Artorias.
Yes.
He left this world with honor intact, and here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
You say that, but you sell the carvings. And I'm sad they didn't quite bring them back the same way they did back, because in Elden Ring, they're still neat, but I still wish they were the carvings from these games, but it's okay. We're gonna have five of these just for fun.
Farewell. Live thy life as thou seest. Well, if thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
You think so?
What good is a dog with no hands to hunt?
What do you mean? You said there's a dragon.
I suppose.
Yeah, but he repeats himself. He warns us about Calamite, the big ol' dragon that we saw near the beginning of this DLC. Anyways, we shall go now. Over here, you might be wondering, what's this fog? Well, this is just the gazebo. Purple Coward's Crystal. This is just the arena, basically, of Dark Souls 1. I don't even know if people bother with it in general. Oops. We need to go to the dungeon. But yeah, the reason I got invaded here, though, in general, is because this is like the latest game area, I guess you can call it. Just cast light. Put that away. And let's go. It's not as dark as the Tomb of Giants, but it's still relatively dark, so having the light is still useful. So you can see there's some dudes over there. Oops. Well, I screwed that up. And you might notice there's some prism stones just hanging out every now and then here. Also, those guys. They're actually super dangerous, even though they might not seem like it. Also, this over here. There's a kitty. And over here, it's a secret wall. These are humanities. Relatively dangerous enemies, actually, if you're not careful. Especially if you're a melee build. But we have this. And as you might expect, these actually have a pretty high chance of dropping humanity. Anyways, we kill all of them and walk up to Sif. Hello. We saved Doggo. They gave us the cleansing great shield. But more importantly, though, you might notice this. There's a big old shortcut. So if you want to go from the other bonfire, you can. And also, we're going to talk to this asshole that tried to kill us. Hey, dude. Why are you an asshole?
Oh, you. You have quite some nerve. Or are you just thick, fine then? Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, That's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so.
I'm surprised they never brought this character back in any capacity.
Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? Ah, to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
Maybe.
Well, you've quite the nerve. I've had enough of you. I'll be seeing you if you survive your travel.
Well, you won't survive your travels.
What now? You think this is all my fault?
Yes.
Oh, very, very petty of you. Very petty. You win. Please. Oh, please. Have mercy.
But we get his we get his set, which includes the snickering hat. I believe this is a reference to Demon Souls, if memory serves. From what I've seen of OG Demon Souls. We can go down that way, but we'll take care of that later. Anyways, taking the elevator back. Oops, this is the wrong elevator. I'm a moron. No, not this one, please. But yeah, cast light lasts forever, dude. Holy. Okay, you want to actually go down this way, that's right. The reason the humanities are dangerous, though, is because they hurt you by just touching you. So if you're a melee build, that's a big problem. You have to really space out your attacks. Or rather, have your spacing right when you're attacking them. Is the better phrase for that. Well, there we go. Light ran out, but I know my way from here, so we're okay. There's an item down here. Between humanities. There's a couple more of these humanity enemies around here. Just gotta be careful. Especially here. Oh, that was close. That one actually almost hit me. And yeah, the smaller they are, the easier they are to take out. But they still all do the same amount of damage, I think. You just gotta watch out. Oh boy. But yeah, if you need humanities for the late game, this is the spot. You will not find a better spot to do it at. Okay. So, I'm gonna fight this boss straight up, but as you can see, there's a message here. Miscreant ahead. So, right there, you can see the eyeballs of the boss. And if you're really crafty, you can actually shoot him with the bow outside of the boss room. And you can kill him, if you so please. But we're not gonna do that. Or if you're more inclined, if you're having trouble with it, well, you can weaken him early before even jumping into the boss fight. Anyways, we're going in. I'm trying to see if there's anything I want to... No, not really. Because we don't have to fall off like we did for Nito. Yeah, I'm just walking into a boss room casually with 1,000,000 souls. What could go wrong, Nimpo? This is Manus. Final boss of this DLC. You might see this summon site right here. We're gonna touch it. Look who's gonna help us! Ow. You wish it worked that way, Nimpo. Ow. Ah, damn it. Look, it's a good doggo. Don't die though, doggo. Damn it, that's unfortunate that he literally switched targets as I finished casting my spell. Ah, whatever. He mostly does physical damage, but he does have some nasty spells that he can use. Alright, let's just heal with Estus. Ah, I should have rolled to the left. Alright, I'm just gonna whack him now. Also, just a heads up, you cannot cut his tail, if you're curious. Man, he really just wants to give you the smackdown, I guess. Ow. Damn. Okay. And that's why that spell specifically is the main one you want the silver talisman for. But you do have to react relatively quickly to be able to pull it off. Ah, damn it. And he's the original boss with a combo attack. If you play Dark Souls 3, you might kind of recognize it a little bit. Also, Sif's just hanging out. Please, Sif, can you just, like, give him a little smack here and there at least? Come on. I rolled early. This boss is just tanky. That's the main thing about it. Yeah, I'm probably better off blocking the big slam attack there. Ah, early. A little late, but I blocked most of it. That attack specifically is also pretty dangerous if you're not careful. Because it can hit multiple times. Oh, I didn't roll apparently. Alright, one more good smack should do it. There we go. Good job, Sif. See you later. She's just scared out of her mind. Alright, there's only a couple more bosses to deal with at this point. Two of them are on Orlando. We'll deal with them soon enough, I guess. And there's one in this DLC. If we go back to the garden sanctuary, I mean, could talk to Mushroom Lady and she'll be happy that we saved the girl.
I have awaited thee, and rid us of that terrible primeval human. I salute the grandeur of thine enterprise. Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee.
Thanks for the shrooms.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us.
So basically it's their way of saying, like, yeah, you're from the future, we can't really, like, engrave you in history. So basically that's why Artorias is the one that's, like, the one that actually, quote-unquote, beat the Abyss back, right? But it was actually us. Anyways. We want to go to Dark Moon Tomb. I think the way the elevator setup should work out for me, right? We're just gonna try to run through the zone, though. Yeah, right here. So, as I mentioned way back when I first got to On Orlando, I think it was the first stream, I got the Peculiar Doll. And if you have that, this painting over here will actually let you do something with it. While ignoring all those guys, don't worry. Examine. And we just get sucked in. Like Mario 64. This is the painted world. I have no idea who Ariamis is. I don't think there's ever been a mention of Ariamis. Also, annoyingly enough, so you might be wondering, well, we can just warp out. We actually cannot. The game just does not allow it. The more annoying part is, even if you beat the boss of this area, you cannot warp out of the zone. I'll show you real quick once I finish kindling. So watch. Bonfires cut off from the others. Cannot warp. It's just so you're forced to actually do this area before you actually, like, do anything else. Alright, I'll try to run through the area. I'm not gonna grab any of the extra items and all that stuff. There's these guys. If you kill them, they release a toxic cloud. Not fun. And they do these fire spells occasionally. The ones that don't have torches at least do that. There's that dragon over there. We'll deal with them soon enough. But for now, we're just gonna keep on rolling by. Alright. Hello. Goodbye. We'll open this door right here. So we have the main shortcut. But we have an invader here I want to beat up real quick. Ow. Well, that's why I have this spell. Then you have to walk down a little more. And also, there's a spell back here. This Acid Surge. There we go. King Jeremiah has invaded. Its big head. And you get the notched whip from him. Okay. There is one thing we have to do before we can finish this area, though. Where's the well? Actually, let's take this route instead. So down here, actually, there's a good chance to use this spell one more time. Actually, I don't, oops, I don't need this anymore. It's not super dark in here, but there is these guys. Die. As always, bone wheel skeletons are very dangerous. There's a couple more we have to deal with, but... Ah. And if you play Dark Souls 3 with the first DLC, you might recognize some of this stuff that's happening. There we go. Once we spin that wheel, we open the way to the boss. Granted, I didn't need to do this, but just in case I did it mainly. So that door opens, so that's where the boss is. We're just gonna skip that now. And that wall you saw right there, that is a fake wall, and there's a bit of a maze area there you can mess around with if you want some extra items. Also this over here. And also smack that down if you please. Oops. That's not where I meant to go. That's my bad. Oh, we're almost done. There's only 3 bosses I want to kill before we go for the final boss. It's this way we need to go. You might wonder why I'm not picking those up. I think those are pretty much javelins or spears or something. I don't remember. I don't really care. we're just gonna run through. I'm not even gonna bother killing the dragon that's across there up top. It's not worth it. There's a bit of a shortcut, I guess you can call it. A glitch shortcut, mainly. And so you can avoid all the enemies that are down here if you just run across. But I'm pretty sure I can make it. Just gotta dodge the arrows. And look at this. There's just a dude here. We'll just ignore him. See you later. Hello?
Who art thou? If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must returneth whence thou came. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong. I beg of thee, plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
So she's telling you she doesn't want to fight you, and if you walk off the plank over there, you just leave. Well, we're gonna murder her. Also, this is one of the hardest bosses to get their tail. You can cut her tail, and you will get a weapon for it.
Thou must return.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to read this message. Imminent weapon. Yep.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost
Yeah,
thou
so this
thus
boss
lie
fight,
dead?
she goes invisible. But as you can see, she actually leaves footsteps on the ground. If you smack her enough, she will reveal herself. We got the dagger, sweet.
But why? What's it?
Nothing. Murder only. Huh. I guess I need to reset the area, but if you kill King Jeremiah's Phantom Invader, his armor set will show up, like, right here. As a specific character in Dark Souls 3 would say, take the plunge. Also, I don't know why they use, like, the very generic, like spooked, like, music, sound effect. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways. They give you a homeward bone there to, like, I think if you use a homeward bone, it does not warp you back to the painted world. It warps you back to the last bonfire you rested at before that one, I think. But I'm not going to test it. We're just going to go back down here and do another boss. This one might be a little bit more difficult, though. I would say this is one of the more annoying ones, actually. This is where I might actually lose my souls as well. We'll do one safeguard attempt, though. I don't need this ring anyways, because this boss does magic damage, mainly. Doesn't really attack with physical attacks, for the most part.
Halt! Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the dark sun, cast aside thine eye, hear the voice of myself, dwindling, and kneel before me.
So, here, we can actually join a new covenant.
O disciple of the dark sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our Lord, then I shall protect thee.
So, we'll join. Then we get Blue Eye Orb and a ring.
Very well. Hunteth the enemy.
If you please him by offering Souvenirs of Reprisal, you'll get a talisman and the Dark Moon spell, and as you increase your Covenant status with him, the Dark Moon spell becomes more powerful. But we're gonna betray him.
What foolishness! Why would a blade of the Dark Moon trespasseth upon the Great Lord's tomb? Mark the words of myself, Gwendolyn. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Yeah, and he says something slightly different if you're not part of the Dark Moon, but there he is. And he just warps away. Ah, this spell. Out. As you see, he's not super resistant, but the trick to this fight is actually getting to him. Ow. And as you see, he's actually severely powerful in terms of damage. Especially if you don't have a lot of magic resist, which I don't, honestly. Luckily, I'm getting kind of lucky, and he's doing the stupid bow move. There we go.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
So this resets back to normal. Like, this would be an infinite hallway otherwise. Alright, we actually did it on the first try. I almost did die, though. You saw how much damage I took. But here we can get, some stuff. So there's 3 chests. On the left. Nothing. In the middle. Sunlight Blade. And on the right. The brass set. So on the left chest there, I believe Gwendolyn invites you in here, I think, and that's when something there's actually something in the left. If you don't want to do his boss fight but still want the stuff in here, that's how you do it. But we're just murdering him. But before I leave on Orlando for good, there's one thing I can do now, since I murdered Gwendolyn. So if we warp to the On Orlando bonfire, she'll be mad.
So it is you, was it? How dare.
But how? This woman, Master Gwendolyn.
And she did. No diamond pickaxe, no. Yeah, the fastest way out of here actually is just to use one more bone. Alright. So we're gonna temporarily warp to Firelink real quick. To use the Firekeeper's Soul to upgrade our Estus Flask healing. Hello. Thanks. Bye. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the township. Yeah, township's probably our best bet. Okay. So there is one more boss we want to do before we go for the final boss. I'm gonna slap on the, where it be? There it is, Homeward Bones. Well, we'll need those just to make it a little faster. So you might remember the little tiny path that's over here. We actually want to take it. Over here is some dogs. Damn it. I hate these guys, dude. They actually are very consistently dodgy. It's only like 2 of them, I think, or 3. No, there's 3. There we go. Alright, so this area over here is something special. Look who it be. So over here, you don't need to die to this dragon, but you need to trigger this, I think. There we go. Bye! Yeah, I'm a moron. I forgot to rest. Because that's not how it works in future games, but it works like that in this one. So once I warp back, I need to make sure I rest here. Alright. So now that we triggered that, I believe we can talk to our boy over here. You might have noticed that he has a giant-ass bow sitting next to him. Hello?
Tomorrow, black dragon posing me duress?
Maybe.
Yes, I thought as much. It's called Calamite, a ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Analonda dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Of course.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Glock hunts dragon.
So, he's gonna help us out. I guess he must have really excellent hearing because he's actually blind. Right in the wing.
Yes. A true shot was never loose. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hand. Dragon slaying.
Alright. I'll take care of it. But before we head for that boss fight, there is one thing I want to do. I need to equip a spell real quick. Because I can finally buff my weapon. Since I got Sunlight Blade. Oops. We'll take off Cast Light now. You only get one use of it, but it's still pretty handy. Hey, look at Dragon Guy. We'll show that Covenant in a little bit, I guess, because I'll join them before I go to the end. Granted, I don't even know if I'll pull this boss in the first try. But just as a heads up, this is another boss that you can cut off the tail. It's actually relatively hard to do it because Calamate's tail tends to not be grounded a lot of the time. There. But now, as you can see, there's a proper fog wall door there now. Damn it. There. Alright. Let's go murder a dragon, shall we? I may or may not pull it off on the first try. We'll find out. As you can see, this Calamate's a weird dragon because he actually has like a beak. It's really strange. But you might recognize that move if you fought modern dragons in Souls games. But see what I mean about his tail? Also, his fire attacks are actually very powerful, so you gotta watch out. I'm gonna see if I can cut it, though. See, it's very brief. There is one move that he can do that tends to have the tail relatively grounded. Damn it. It also spins a lot. Ow. Yeah, you usually want a co-op partner to pull this off, because look at it, he just keeps spinning. It's kind of like Seath in that way. Trying to see if he does the one move. There's a move he does that is actually pretty cool. Wow, I rolled through it. That's actually surprising. Ow. Damn it. I almost had it, I think. Ow. Okay, this is the only reason I'm kind of dying right now. Because I'm trying to actually cut the tail off. Ow. I got kind of lucky that I had iframes there. Ah. But yeah, that flame attack that he does, ow, it's actually relatively hard to dodge. I was hoping he'd do the tail swipe again. Ah, come on, dude. I'm just gonna make sure I'm full health. You're better off usually running away from the fire, though, that specific move. Because, as you saw, it does a lot of damage. Damn it. Yeah, the flame straight down is the main move you want to try to go for the tail attacks. Ow. 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 I might die here. Yeah, I didn't roll. Damn. I'll try for the tail again, but if I don't get it, oh well. It's not necessary. It's not even. I don't think the game even bothers for that one for the achievement of getting all like the special weapons or whatever. I think it's mainly the actual boss weapons, a couple of tail weapons, but not this one. This one doesn't count. I'm pretty sure. But if I'm wrong, please make sure to correct me on that. This boss run is not annoying, it's just a little bit too long for my taste. And granted, these dogs are annoying, but there's only 3 of them at least. And as long as they don't overdo the dodging, I'm fine with it. I believe if you want extra defense against this boss, mainly you want, obviously, fire, and a lot of physical, as you saw. He does a lot of damage with his normal attacks. I'll try to pick these up. They're not terribly far, luckily. Hey, Calamite. Ah, I actually got a good swipe in there. Ow, that still hit me? Whatever. There we go, got it. Yeah, 2 good swipes is all it takes for me right now. Well, my buff already ran out, unfortunately. Yeah, if Calamite catches you with that move, I don't actually remember if it does damage or not, but the main danger is it inflicts a debuff on you that makes you take double damage. Wow, actually I ran that. That's actually surprising. See, once you don't focus on the tail, this bite is not too bad. He just does a lot of damage. Ow. Only the stomps don't do a lot of damage. Granted, you don't want to still eat them though. You can help it. Ow. Wow, I actually got lucky there. I managed to, like, not get hit by the fire. Technically, I only got hit by his, like, mouth. I did it. We get the Calamity Ring. We don't even get a weapon. The Calamity Ring, and when you slap it on, you take double damage. Just like his debuff would do to you. Also, I don't know why this chest is super shiny. I think it's weird lighting. But you get a Titanite slab in there, which is nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I forgot I had it equipped. Whatever. We'll let Goth know that we've won. We'll go back to Firelink and finish the game. I don't believe there's any other bosses I could do, and if you're curious, there is one extra thing you could do, I guess, if you want a big annoying challenge. If you go back to the very first boss of this DLC, after you beat Artorias, or, well, actually, I think it can happen as soon as you beat that boss and just reset the area. But you can fight two of them at the same time.
Thou hast defeated Calamity, wondrously played. That beast will never take to the skies again.
If you talk to him after that.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly. Exhilaration thou will understand one day. At our twilight, old thoughts return. This great bow, I shan't need it, with no dragons to hunt. I know not if a human could even operate it. But here, thy need outweighs mine.
He gives us his great bow.
Farewell, proud human. May every honor be bestowed upon thee.
We did it. Alright. Well, there's only one area left to do, which is the final boss. Also, if you really want to, you can also kill the wyvern that's guarding the one bridge and by the sunlight altar, if you really want to. But honestly, it's not worth it. You're not there often enough for it to really matter, especially at this point of the game where you can just warp around. But before we leave, we're gonna visit the Stone Dragon, join the Covenant, and go for the final boss. But before I go for the final boss, I am gonna do something real quick off stream. Hello? There we go. Enter Covenant, yes. Also, his face is weird. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and we're gonna finish.
I am pleased.
Warp me.
Very well.
Sorry, that's my mouse being dumb. Anyways, offer the souls. This would only play once you've put in the 4th soul, but we got all of them at the same time, so we're just doing it now. And now, we can finish the game. But, before I finish off, I need to check something. Let's see here. Okay. I just need to make sure about something before I finish the game. Anyways, let me click back in here. So, we're in the final area of the game. Actually, I'm curious. Let's become human real quick. Let's find out if there's people actually helping for this boss. I'm actually genuinely curious. That'd be really strange, but surprising, but also cool. Because the only other reason you want to be human in this area is if you have Solaire still alive, because he can actually help you in the final boss of the game. Let's find out. Or is there just assholes invading here? That's also an option, I guess. Nope, no one's here. Oh, that's fine. There's not that many enemies in this area at this point. There's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 or 5. Let's see. I think it's 5, actually. Black Knights just hanging out. They all have a chance to drop their weapons if you're so inclined to farm for them. Because normally Black Knights don't respawn, but these ones do. So if you want to get one of their weapons, or their shield, that's the way to do it. Oop, well. This guy I don't like trying to parry just because the attacks are a little bit too slow for me. So a backstab and a strong attack usually do it anyway, so... Yeah, it's 5 of them. There's those 2 right now. There's one here at the collapsed columns. Well, actually, they're not collapsed. The ones we're walking on anyways. This one's the trickier one to deal with, honestly. You can't run by all of them. Ah, way too early. There we go. Oh, he dropped something. Probably his sword. Let's find out. Yep. Oh, tiny dice chunk. I could go back at this point and level up my weapon twice now, but it's too late. I'm too lazy. We get the Black Knight armor set there, which is pretty nice. Black Knight's one of the cooler and probably also one of the more powerful armor sets you can wear in this game. Alright, we just have the axe and a glaive guy left. Also, the area at the top of these stairs is where you would see Solaire's summon sign if he's available to you. Ah. The axe guys always have trouble parrying, so... I'm better at the sword ones and the glaive ones. But it's also why Great Heal's pretty great. Ow. Oh, whatever. You know what? Screw it. Just backstab him. Oh, did I get the glaive literally at the last second? Yep. Or Black Knight Halberd, rather. Black Knight Halberd is probably one of the best weapons in the game for PvE purposes. Anyways. It's time for the final boss. Gwyn. You might recognize this song if you play Dark Souls 3. But this boss, you can parry, which makes it, unfortunately, very easy. If you're good at parrying, at least. Granted, there's one attack that comes out pretty fast, which is that one. I would say that's the only attack that really gets me when I'm doing this. Also, his grab move is dangerous. Bye-bye. This is how most veteran players take down Gwyn. With a very anticlimactic last boss. And we're done. I shall do the ending that involves leaving the throne, or the fire, and do the credits.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Kath and Frank serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness.
I am the Dark Soul.
Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
And we did it. Obviously, this game is not perfect, you know. It was an early 2000s game, you know. But still a very enjoyable game, don't get me wrong. Obviously, there's a lot of jank with some of the mechanics of the game, but you know, they ironed those out as they continue with the series. I don't remember how long these credits are, though. But we have done it. We have finished Dark Souls 1 and 2 on stream. I did Elden Ring partially on stream, I guess. And I may do Dark Souls 3 at some point, I guess. I mostly just wanted to have Dark Souls 1 and 2. Well, technically I had already done Dark Souls as a Let's Play, I guess, on my channel on YouTube. But I wanted something a little bit more live, let's call it. So that's why I did Dark Souls 2 again, but live. And that's why I did Dark Souls 1 live. Obviously, Dark Souls 3 will happen at some point, and Elden Ring will return when the DLC comes out in a little over a month now. But I usually do let the credits run, but because of some time constraints, I am not this time. So, once you finish the credits or just press start, we're back here. Back at our cell. I'm not even going to pick up our key. I'm going to save and quit. With that, we are going to call it a stream. So I will catch you next time. Let me real quick go to Twitch. Can we raid anyone? We can. Sweet. So let me refresh my stream manager real quick. I'm going to play an ad and then raid. But with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch or Kick, a follow and or sub, it would be appreciated. But as always, none of that is necessary. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, whether it was on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. As always, Slug on Kick, appreciate you. Nimpo, Rome, Pada, Floof, Korg. Who else showed up on Twitch? I think that may be it. But on YouTube, Disaster Master, I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed watching me play through Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3 would happen at some point, but there's no timetable for that at the moment. Anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow when I play. Let's see, the boat will end now officially. Let's see, let me check real quick just to let you guys know. It looks like Penguin has won, so that'll be the game tomorrow. That being said, I will catch you then with Penguin 2, Lies of Penguin. I'll see you then, guys. Bye.